Hey everybody, what's up y'all? TammyTalks here. I want to do a video. Let's talk DL Hugley and Monique, and because this is stupid. Okay, this is stupid. But to my knowledge, this is what started it off. Monique is apparently on a tour that involves DL Hugley as well. Monique was under the assumption and the impression that she was the headliner. I'm assuming when she showed up to the venue on that particular stop, I don't know if it was like a tour or if it was just a comedy show. Monique uses her set to talk about how DL Hugley had a tantrum and that's why he is now the headliner. But if you look at the ticket sales and if you look at the ticket stubs, you look at the contract, Monique is saying that she is supposed to be the true headliner, right? She then goes on to insinuate that he is gay, asking what does the DL stand for. She also said that she did a lot of shucking and jiving on stage. And here's my thing. If we're looking just at that moment, Monique, you are an actress and an Academy Award winning actress. You know, Monique has the Oscar. She earned every single cent, every ounce of gold that is in that Oscar she earned, right? Because she knocked Precious out the park. Monique is a Academy Award winning actress, but Monique's constant whatever, if it pertains to the drama, the beef, like Monique is never in anything positive that makes bigger headlines. And I know somebody's gonna come in the comments and say, well, actually, she's a philanthropic. Like, I get it. She's very philanthropic. She might do a lot of positive things, but the things that Monique makes the headlines for are things like this, right? So instead of Monique using her set to do whatever, instead of her using her time to do whatever set she prepared, use that time to kind of show people I still got it. I'm still a queen of comedy. I'm still that bitch. You know what I'm saying? I had the TV show. I did all this. Instead of Monique using that to kind of remind people of what she is, to really throw it in Netflix's face. She felt that Netflix didn't want to pay her. Instead of her using this time to do something like that, she used her set to basically whine and complain that she had to come on before DL Hugley. My thing is this, Monique, you could have not come on. If you felt that you are supposed to be the true, headliner, and that's what was told to you, that's what was presented to you, then why did you even come on and do it? Because everything you did on stage, there are a few, she got her little fan base to say, oh my God, no, that was tacky. It was embarrassing. It was bad. Nothing about that made you look good. You running up and forth, you running back and forth across the stage, under shucking and jiving, trying to, belittle DL because you said that he had a temper tantrum. What the hell are you doing right now? Was that not a tantrum? I don't understand, Monique. I don't. So then DL post on his Instagram, and he says all you have to do is check the order of names on the ticket stub from last night, and you'll see who's confused. Against my better judgment, over the objections of my team and 4 other occasions where I said no, I decided to take a chance and work with Monique. Oprah was the problem. Tyler Perry was the problem. Charlemagne was the problem. Steve Harvey was the problem. Lee Daniels was the problem. Netflix was the problem. Now it's my turn. At some point, it can't be everyone else, it's you. Lesson learned. I don't have anything personal against Monique. People paid a lot of money to laugh, not to hear about your contract. Apparently, the role you played in Precious turned out to be an autobiography. I wonder who's next. Signed, Daryl Lynn Hugley, because I'm going to show you what the DL stands for in case you didn't know. And here's the thing. I agree with what he is saying. because I forgot in the clip that I saw from that show, Monique is going on and saying that, you know, she's a person that's gonna tell it like it is, and she's gonna keep it real, and blah blah blah, and Oprah can get it, and Tyler Perry can get it. And it's like, at some point, Monique, you're gonna have to take some responsibility and some accountability for the part that you're playing and why your career was going the way that it is going. You know what I mean? So Monique responds to this and says, the fact that you point the people to the ticket stubs for the order of names versus to your contract implies that you don't have a contract that shows you are the headliner, like I do. Either show your contract or be quiet. Stop messing with people who have never messed with you and who once considered you a comrade in comedy. But I thank you, DL, because she put yours twice. Because you're the reason why I fight for my people like I do. Anytime you opened for the Kings of Comedy and I was the headliner from the Queens of Comedy, and you think you should close the show over me, is a prime example of the bias that black women have to deal with this business. I won't even discuss awards. I love us for real. Kings of Comedy and Queens of Comedy came out probably 20 years ago. Okay? So, is that taking away from what Monique has done or what DL Hugley has done? No. But y'all came onto this show, and I refuse to believe that Monique did not know before going on stage, or before she even arrived, because you have call times and sound checks and all that other stuff, that you were not the headliner. Okay? It's something about Monique that just seems very disingenuous. And I love Monique. Like, I think her comedy is hilarious. I've always been a fan of her comedy. The Parkers was entertaining enough. I think she did great and Precious. Monique has been funny in the shows that I've seen her in. She's now going to be on BMF. So, like, you're getting your career back to where it should be anyways. You know what I mean? And then here you come doing stuff like this. So, let's break this down a little bit. Monique is saying the fact that you point people to the ticket stubs versus to your contract. Monique, where's your contract? Why didn't you post your contract? Because this is the thing. If I'm on here saying that I'm the one that has the contract that shows that I am supposed to be the headliner, that should have been the first thing that Monique posted. That should have been the absolute first thing that Monique posted on this Instagram. Not a copy, not a picture of DL Hugley's Instagram. It should have literally been her contract. Monique's problem is more than likely going to fall onto her manager, who is what? Her husband, who she calls daddy. So, DL Hugley, okay? DL Hugley today said, I'll do you one better. I can post a contract, no problem. DL Hugley DL Hugley posts a contract. He then writes, after this, I don't want to hear no more about this. Here it is in black and white. The only thing blacked out is personal and bank information. Pay attention to where it says the headliner. Pay attention to where it says highest paid artist on the show. Artists to have approval of lineup of the show, DL Hugley closing. He then says receipts are better, or greater than opinions. I got everything that was stated in my contract. Everything. But let's say I didn't. My beef wouldn't be with anyone but the promoter and or my team, and I damn sure wouldn't make it personal. If you have a problem, take it up with management, and by that, I mean yours. Again, Darylyn Hugley. So if you look at the contract, which is on his Instagram, which is Real DL Hugley, it definitely says that he is the artist to be the highest paid artist on the show. He is the artist to have the approval of the lineup and running order of the show. And it does say for the lineup, it's going to go DL as the closing, Monique, Ada Rodriguez, and then it says local radio station host. That's going from closing to opening. DL Hugley then posts in his Instagram story some people taking pictures outside, which shows the sign, which shows DL Hugley and Monique. If Monique was the closer and the headliner, it would have been Monique and DL Hugley. DL Hugley also shows on his Instagram story the show schedule, which shows that Monique was slated to perform at 8:40 p.m. and DL Hugley was slated to perform at 9:45 p.m. They each got 45-minute sets. I guess my question is, and this could be an ignorant question, but I am not an entertainer, is going on last that important? Because I feel like Monique just had a very missed opportunity. Like, you had the opportunity to come out, give a good show, give a good set, like, have people talking about the jokes you did, the stories you told, how great you looked, like, how funny you were. Oh, Monique still got it. Get into it. But instead, you made this entire thing, the headline is that DL Hugley got to be the headliner and you didn't. And I said yesterday, because I was actually going to make a video about this yesterday, and something told me to, like, just wait. Just wait. But I said yesterday, I'm willing to bet that the issue comes down to Monique's management, which is her husband, who has seemed to be the crux and the missing piece, or the not missing piece, the link to all of these issues that she is having in regards to whenever something goes wrong with a deal or something with her career. It was tacky of Monique. It sets a bad precedent, because then you have all these people in Monique's mentions that are saying, oh, well, that's messed up, and yeah, this is what black women, this is what's holding us back, and DL Hugley is this, and it's like, what are you doing? But one thing that I did notice in Monique's comment section on Instagram, there were no celebrities posting. DL posted his today, and we have DJ D Nice saying, well, ... Schuler King is saying it's Hugley by a landslide, and now the weather. You have Michael Berryman, who is laughing. You have Major, the singer, that has the, praying emoji in the crown. You have even Kim Whitley that is saying damn. Like, you have Darius McCray that is posting emojis. You have J. Phillips Live. Taj from SWV. Tony Baker just said paperwork just walked through the portal like Thanos. Gary Owens writes, oops. Like, Monique is so self into these situations that can and should be avoided. But unless, pay very, very close attention, y'all, Monique has not posted her contract. Monique's not posted her contract, and it honestly sounds like this was maybe the promoter told her she was going to be the closing and the headliner in order to sell tickets. But I feel like, or not to sell tickets, in order to get her to agree to do this. But again, you got to look at things like the posters, the promotional things. If Monique was the headliner, her picture would be bigger. If Monique was the headliner, her name would be first. I feel like Monique, this shouldn't have happened. This should not have happened. Monique really needs to produce the contract that shows that she was supposed to be the headliner. Otherwise, she is just once again embarrassed herself for absolutely no reason. And if you start to get blackballed again from things, this is the reason why. Why would I, as an established artist, want to work with you now when, if you don't get your way, you turn around and you go trash everybody during your set? Come on, Mo. Let me know what you guys thought about this. Who do you think is in the wrong? Is Monique valid for her feelings? Should it have been handled a different way? Did DL just, come through and say, hold my beer? Let's talk about it down below. Don't forget to subscribe, thumbs up the video, and hop in the comment section, y'all. Peace.